Hi guys, welcome to Crafting with me. Basically today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful handmade card using dried flowers. Okay, so you've got a little stamp at the top, and then you've got these beautiful little displays of wildflowers with embellishment of pearls. Now I probably won't do the same design because I don't want to copy, because I like my artwork to be unique, but I will show you the process of how I go about making a card like this. So to start with, move it out of the way, I have my card, my envelope. These all came in a craft box that was being thrown out at a yard sale, and I paid what, £3 or £4, $5, $6. You know, nothing expensive. So with these cards, I mean they're blank, they're trifold, and basically I just want to be able to make them into beautiful cards that I can give out to family and friends. So I'm just using a bone knife here just to make sure that the crease of the card is quite sound so that it actually sits, because a lot of cards will bounce up like this and you can't work with something like that. So I'm just making sure that the crease is sound with a bone knife, which basically is a knife which is made of plastic, it's not bone, but they call it like a bone knife, just to press in and make the crease sharper. Once I've done that, I always do my print first, because then that can be drying whilst I'm getting my displays ready. And today I'm going to put Thanks a Bunch. I've already loaded it onto my acrylic, and I'm going to get my ink pad and give it a jolly good coating on my ink pad. Trying to make sure that the ink is completely even. You can actually see. You can actually see where it is now. So I'm just double checking that it's coated evenly. And making sure, using your cutting mat or whatever to give you straight lines, so I know that my card is placed straight. Now I'm going to use my eyes, come down, keeping it straight, keeping it in the middle. I'm going to place it on, and then I'm going to press on top of the actual silicone wording, because that is where I want it to be. Okay, so I'm just going to move this to one side a second, cover up my ink. Don't leave your ink exposed, because basically that'll dry out really quickly. Preservation of what stock you've got. When it comes to the silicone thing, when I've finished, I might do multiples or whatever, you know, get cards printed, but I always use a wet wipe. We call them baby wipes over here. I'm not quite sure what you call them in America, but or any other countries, but I make sure that it is clean and ready to go back into storage. So that's getting all the ink off it. That way you preserve what you have and it doesn't spoil. The next thing I'm going to do is decide, as I have 3 little sections, I need to decide what my design is going to be. So I have a little box of dried flowers, and I need to figure out what the design is going to be. Obviously, too big, sticks up, it's too proud. So I need to find something that's going to sit a little bit closer. Now, I'm going to study this to see if any bits can come off. It can, but it's going to be really messy. So we'll pass on that one. We'll use that for something else. So I've already got these lovely flowers, and I used these on the last one, so they are nice, but I think I'll pass on them. What I would like to do is use these purple flowers. Two lots, I think they're baby's breath, I believe. Don't need that one. Lots and lots of bits. Ooh. I'll keep all the bits because you never know when you're going to need them. So I'm going to use the white. And I may use a bit of the orange as contrast. Let's see. I do have another tub which has got some slightly different flowers in, which I quite like. So I've got a couple more baby breath there. I don't need those. I do like these thistle effect ones. Okay, so now I've made my selection, and I would like to make sure that it all is the same. A little like this one, where I mirror. Might be slightly different, but I do mirror each flower and each bit. So what I tend to do is I pick out the blooms I want to use. So there would be number one. And bear in mind, I probably will trim these down again. Number two. And number three. That's a bit big. Number three. Putting back into the pot the bits that I'm not using. So basically, now I've got my, I think they look like little thistles and they're quite cute. Now I have them in position, I'm going to think how else I can embellish the whole thing. So, I quite like this orange, but I'd like this orange to be in the background. So I'm going to cut off a section. Lift up, decide where he's going to live. No, I'll think about those thistles. I'm not 100% convinced, not on this particular card anyway. Now this is the joy of doing craft work, and you being the artist can decide what looks good in your mind's eye. Yes. I wanted that bit, never mind. Let's do that bit. Okay, so put those back into the pot. This one I probably think is a little bit too big, so I'm just going to break a few bits off. Give it a little trim. That's better. That's better. I like that better. So you just got to keep looking at what you've got and how you think it's going to sit. Now I'm going to use a few of these little white bobbly bits. So I'm just going to cut some off. Decide where they're going to sit. I might just pop them in the middle of the orange. Pop it in the middle of the orange. But all the time you're designing in your mind's eye what you would like it to look like. In the middle of the orange. I think that's quite sufficient of them. I've actually put the little thistle type ones away. I'm going to pass on those. Now I'm going to use this purple I call baby's breath. Not quite sure if that's what it is, but that's what I'm calling it. So I'm just going to cut off some of the little flowers because too much stem and it gets in the way. Snip off a few. Bearing in mind, as I said, you're designing all the time that you're putting this together. You're designing it in your mind's eye. So I'm going to put this to one side. Now I've already got the orange and the white together. They're not glued in, obviously, because I'm still designing. And I'm going to get vivid purple stuck in there. Do I actually like the purple in there? I don't think I do, you know. It's too contrasting with the orange. So all those bits I just chopped off I'm going to put back into the pot because I am going to use those, but at another time. Just found these leaves. Now they're interesting. Quite often you use just a tip in a lot of work. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take the tips off and leave them for another project. So these are for another project, another card sometime. But I'm going to use what's left of this. So I'm just going to measure the length I want, I believe. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, so those are bits just not enough there. Right, so now I'm going to take these off, make sure there's no dusty bits in there. I'm going to do a line of glue. This is tacky glue. I'm going to do a line across. I'm not going to put my fingers in it if I can help it. And I'm going to put that centre. Now the reason I'm doing that is because some of the plant is going to go underneath. Right, I'm using it as a guide at the minute. So you open it up. Bear in mind that that's going to be the central. Pop it down, and some of the leaves are going under. And same for the third one. Lift this up, get your leaf sticking down. The nice thing about the tacky glue is it's very quick to dry, and it will grab very quickly. So be sure, that's why I always do mock-ups, be sure that that's where you want it to go. Now I'm just going to use this as a weight to hold down the card while I just finish off doing these ones. So the next bit I'm going to do, I'm going to go the other way. Okay. Go the other way. And go the other way. Just doing this to speed up a little bit. Okay, so just push it down so the glue sticks to the plant. It's always handy if you've got a wet wipe close by, especially if you're pushing down with glue, just so that you can wipe your fingers. Right, next one that we're going to do, I'm just going to do these little beat ball things, little blob on top of there, not too big. And sit it down. Sometimes it might be just easier just to put the glue onto the actual plant, but this is quite fine and they tend to break if you're not careful. So you've got two different ways of sticking it on. Either do a blob and plonk it on. Oops. A little bit too much glue come out there, but we'll manage. Okay, so just gently keep pushing it down as the glue dries. Pushy down. Just to help it stick and set in place. Now to give this a little bit of sparkle, you can add some embellishments to your display. So I've got some flat back, these are sticky back pearls, so I'm just going to pick up one and stick in this bottom corner, just for a little bit of embellishment, make it look pretty, give it a bit of elegance and class. Same for that one. Now that's all done, all I'm going to do is get some glue, run across the outside edge to keep this one in place through the centre, because basically you're keeping it down. To keep the other leaves down in place there. Give it a good press, making sure of course that your hands are clean. And then you have a finished card. You can write inside whichever you like, or if you've got any stamps with any nice wording on it, you can use that. there is your completed gift card, personally made using dried flowers. I hope you enjoyed this this video of crafting with Sue today. There will be some more coming, so you know, book, sub, and then you never know, if you put your notifications on, you'll see some more. I don't only do just craft work, I do wildlife in my garden and out and about, so please enjoy my channel. Until next time, Julie Bibb.